What's up, guys? It's Powerbang, and I'm bringing you guys a war recap of a midweek arranged war that we had with CoC, and oh my god, this was the craziest ending to any war that I've ever been a part of, and by all accounts of everyone involved and everybody who watched this was the most insane ending to a war that we have seen in quite some time. Clutch performances on both sides. We'll recap those in just a moment, but check the final out. 115 to 115, 96.9% for WHF to 96.6% for CoC for the 0.3% victory in this extremely tight affair. So good job to CoC on the close, hard-fought war. It was really exciting towards the end. Let's check out the war events, guys, and see exactly what happened here. They had some trouble on my base. You can see a bunch of those, defenses. But basically, this is where it got exciting. About 30 minutes left in the war. 4 bases of ours were left up. Number 6, number 8, number 9, and number 10. All of those were fresh hit dip clears by the Town Hall 11s from CoC, who went 8 for 8 on 3 stars, basically. So really clutch performance from all of the 11s over on their side. But those 12 stars that were added to the total put them ahead for the first time in the war with 8 minutes remaining. You can see the attack on Arid there with 8 minutes to go, puts them up 115 to 112. So we've got 2 attacks left in the war. We're going to start out with Agent, or Cobra, who's his other account. With 3 minutes to go in the war, he hits number 13 Adams. So let's watch this raid. This absolutely had to be a 3-star or the war was over and CoC would remain in control and end up victorious. So, Cobra, with balls of steel, drops in his queen for the Archer Queen walk. Notice here, balloons taking out this Archer Tower as well as the cannon. Just an extremely nice start to this raid. There we go. Just a single multi-target Inferno on that, but now that is a cleared compartment. Check this out. Wall breakers in for the queen, opens her up, and here we've got an incoming clan castle of minions and a P.E.K.K.A. Double poison here to slow up that P.E.K.K.A., and we've got a level 40 queen engaged on it. Now, the P.E.K.K.A. will get off one shot here. The healers will get the queen right back on up to full, but the queen is now working her way through this compartment, having to deal with an air sweeper. But wall breakers in to open up another junction after this compartment is cleared out. The giant providing cover, and now the queen is finishing up on the rest of the clan castle, as well as some more hero action. They're taking out the king. King dropped in the southern part of this map. And as the queen and the king clear these buildings, they are going to be moving clockwise to the king's left here, and will end up on this army camp. Now, 4 more wall breakers are going to be sent in here just shortly as the king approaches. Now that mortar is down, the wall breakers are clear to go in, and because Cobra has actually cleared the compartment with balloons, that opens up the Inferno compartment here for the king, for the queen, and they will be going in to take out that Inferno tower. Extremely technical plan here, and it was executed flawlessly down the stretch. Rage heal for the miners going into the Inferno tower. Very nice job. The king gets in, takes out the Inferno tower, immediately rages up, and him and the barbarians finish clearing this compartment. We've got the queen still with all of the healers on her, and the miners working their way through the top right side of the base. They still have 1 heal spell remaining, and at this point we're feeling pretty freaking good because all of the wizard towers have been accounted for and all splash damage is now taken out. Miners are clearing the final little bit of this base, plenty of time remaining, and the cleanup is down. Queen is providing tanking for what is left, and that is going to do it. Cobra bringing home the clutch 3-star, and holy cow, I just noticed my 3-star numbers are off. I just had a crash with the software. No worries, whatever. 35 3-stars apiece. Here, obviously, even the 42-34 was remaining from the Clash with Ash War. But Cobra getting the 3-star on Adam. Now, going more to the war events, we've got Cobra with 3 minutes left in the war, that leaves one attack remaining, and we had our boy Caps going in on number 3 Ferrum. It had to be a Town Hall 11 hit because it was the only base that had 2 stars remaining that we could get. So this is basically Caps' attack on a near max Town Hall 11, and he had to basically 3-star this thing in order for us not only to tie up the war at 115, but also to increase our percentage to a point where we could attain the victory. So heroes go in from the left. We saw this raid a little bit yesterday, but just the sheer clutchness of it. I mean, this had to happen. Both this and the raid before Cobra happened in a matter of 2 minutes, and it decided the war. We came from 115 to 112 down. Our first deficit of the entire war coming with less than 10 minutes to go. Powercock making all kinds of extremely clutch hits as the troops go in here for Caps in this Go Boner attack. We covered this in the video yesterday. As far as strategy goes, the Queen does walk. Drops in the miners to very, very nicely cover that Queen to keep her alive for the cleanup. That'll come in handy a little bit later. The Eagle Artillery is down. We've taken out the Clan Castle troops, but the Grand Warden, as he's fighting out those skeletons, remains in range of that Inferno Tower just a bit too long, and he is down for the count. Now, only 0 Infernos were taken out by the kill squad, which is a little bit frustrating, but the miners had a great path directly to the first Inferno Tower, and a heal spell keeps them up on their way through the first Wizard Tower that they encounter in their entry. Now, one more heal spell remains, but a lot of base left to go. Caps places his heal spell perfectly, so the rear of the heal spell contains those miners, and they are kept alive, so there's minimal losses going through this Wizard Tower. And now we have no splash damage besides a mortar and a little bit of multi-target Inferno damage as they go through the rest of this base. But the Queen providing clutch support for the miners, helping to get through these buildings very quickly, and also trimming the outside buildings so that the majority of the miners stay inside and go towards that Inferno, where they will go ahead after the storages are down, lock in on it, and take it out. The bombs have already been cleared from the original entry of the kill squad, and right here, we knew that we had tied it up 115 to 115, but was it going to be enough? This screen popped up, and the victory message is up there. It was not a red defeat message, so as long as that text was not in red, we were pretty stoked at this point. Clan chat was going absolutely bonkers, and WHF has pulled off a miraculous comeback at the end of the war. Now, the reason I call this miraculous is even though we were in control the majority of the war, had the lead, it came down to 2 people, Cobra and Caps. Absolutely clutch performances, and not only that, but they had to hit across, straight across, on even level Town Halls, which means Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10, and Town Hall 11 versus Town Hall 11. Obviously, the odds of attaining a 3-star for both of those are not great, and the odds of attaining both of those as a 3-star attack with moments to go under extreme pressure, not good at all. But they came through, they got it done, and we ended up victorious. So shout out to our boys Caps and Cobra for the clutch performances. Unbelievable ending to this war. And look at the amount of 3-stars and just extremely clutch attacks down the stretch here in the last hours of the war. Really, really impressive from both sides. So that all being said, let's get into some more attacks here this war. Let's scroll down here and see the damage that was done. It looks like all of the 9s were taken out by WHF. We left up number 15 by Clayton here was a 74%, and also by Clayton on number 11, a 99%. This was a 3-star with 1 hit left on a cannon. So I'm not going to show it, but my God, it was close. Almost was the difference in the war right there. And Psychonaut making a surprise appearance for Powercock was, able to drop that 6-star war that he seems to so often do. So big shout outs to him for getting them in range of making this thing a real struggle down the stretch, man. Brilliant attacks and swagging spells on our 11s to boot. So very nice performance to Sai over there for the Powercock team. So scrolling on down to, I believe we had number 12, also by Cobra. Cobra 6-pack for us this war. Very, very impressive, and we will watch his first attack. This one was a little bit earlier in the war, so not quite the pressure on him on this raid as it was the earlier raid, and I definitely wanted to say that Cobra has been a very instrumental attacker for us for quite some time, and the attacks don't always go his way. He's notorious for putting together a very precision-based plan and coming up with like a 99% running out of time at the buzzer or something like that. So it's nice to see a couple go his way for once. So shout out to you, my friend. Definitely MVP of the war. I know you hate to accept honors such as those, but it's one man's opinion. I felt that, dropping the 6-pack here, 10v10, really gave us a chance to make this thing a fight, especially when we had a guy on the other team, knowing that he's going to come and triple 2 of our Town Hall 11s. Having the 10 step up and really put us in a spot where we could compete down at the last stretch was huge. So really nice walk here with the Queen. The sweeper is actually helping out those healers, getting them in good position in relation to the air defense that is going to be engaging the Queen here shortly. But again, a very nice wall breaker angle taken. And again, wall breakers to this other angle with the King. I mean, that's just brilliant. The placement of those is amazing, and he utilizes the wall breaker AI, which is basically these empty compartments out here. Those will not attract wall breakers unless the nearest building is through that compartment. But because there is a junction that opens up that wall, I mean, just brilliant. So Queen is coming in, clearing out this middle so that the miners go in an L-shaped pattern around the base. So they're in, they get to the first Inferno Tower and take it out in one shot. No giant bombs to think of so far. And then the King finally works his way in, uses up the ability, takes out the second Inferno, so very, very clean. The Queen has gone down at this point, and there is one healer left remaining, healing up these miners, but we've got 2 heal spells left, and all of the DPS left in this base is concentrated in the same location, so we can basically fast forward at this point because there's nothing that's going to be taking out these miners. The second heal goes down just for safety's sake, and he is able to take this base out relatively easily. But if it wasn't for the extremely precise wall breaker openings for both the King and the Queen this raid might have been a lot more difficult. So very nice job to Cobra. Let's move on to some other attacks here. All right, Jay Rios, this is going to be an attack by Noxie. Noxie bringing a very nice Laloon here, but watch the push that he's going to get with a double jump on this entry. So here we go with the 11 balloons. Not many for an air raid, but he gets so much with the kill squad here that not a lot of defense is needed to be targeted with those balloons. But he's careful here to drop all around the base. He's got archers working, as you can see, to take out these stray corner buildings so that they are not forgotten and time is not wasted later on in the raid. So the golems go down. Golems go down. The baby dragon creates the funnel on the left, wizards on the right, and eventually you're going to see an entry come in with wall breakers, breaking and testing that position near the golem, just to the side of the wizard fire, but both golems will redirect. They encounter a Tesla farm immediately. The King, bowlers, and Queen all back up that kill squad to the first jump spell there at the junction in the center of this base, and a rage spell is going to fire up those bowlers and help them remove all of that DPS that's up there. Tesla farm down, bowlers, King, golems all in the core, and a second jump spell is going to eliminate the entire left half of this base by the King getting access to the Queen and to the heroes here. So beautiful job on that. The Queen has bounced out now just the way she came in and is now walking around this base doing some tanking of the Expo, and now we've got the the clockwise rotation of the balloons coming in, targeting the air defenses, and that is pretty much going to do it. The Queen takes out the Expo with the help of the loons, and we've got one air defense left. All air targeting is targeting that hound, so it's perfect. And then we've got basically one little section here with these wizards. But look at what happens. He loses the hound right here. He's got no tanking left. Watch the control of his 2 remaining balloons. He distracts one wizard tower with this balloon, gets the mortar in the process, and his wizard tower are getting just extreme damage off on his balloons, and he's got just 3 balloons left, all with a sliver of health. And look at the timing on that last balloon tanking the Archer Tower, distracting it away from his 3 balloons. The Archer Tower does get it taken care of, and even takes out another balloon that's right on top of it. But the remaining buildings are all in the same corner, so the balloons are able to provide cleanup on a short timeline there. So Noxie's able to pick up the 3-star. Very clutch attack here. Loved the control with the last couple of balloons, distracting some pretty key defensive buildings that would have otherwise thwarted this raid early. And instead, just because of that heads-up play, Noxie's able to come out on top with a 3-star. Another superb air attacker for us is Lucas, one of our top Town Hall 9 attackers. And Lucas drops in the queen for the queen charge here. And he's got 14 minions. 15 actually, because he's got one already working there on the army camp. Watch the number of minions that is displayed in this raid, as well as, you know, he doesn't have very many hounds, because watch the value that this queen is going to get as she charges in. One giant goes down at the upper right to go ahead and empty the clan castle. We've got minions, balloons, and a Valkyrie, so they will meet some poison spells as they approach the queen, and a rage spell will go ahead and make sure the queen stays alive. Now, we've got a minion working down south there, 12 still left, but 3 wall breakers go in and open up this wall. And we've got the queen that's going to be entering this compartment now as well. And it just so happens that the air defenses, 2 of them, are in range of the queen inside of this compartment. And she will quickly make short work of them. As she continues to charge and start tanking, we've got minions that are dropped around the edge on the key buildings of the trash ring. And the queen uses her ability on the sweeper and the expo there, and eventually will move up after this storage is taken out to take out the second air defense. So, really, really nice job. 3 air defenses taken out by the queen on the entry. We've got 1 more, and here comes the hounds from all the way at the top of this base, flying over Tesla farms, flying over defenses. Extremely good angle, taking traps on, taking all of the defense, and the balloons have pretty much taken care of it in a line. Minions down behind to help clear. Still 4 of them left, so really, really nice job with that. The hounds are blowing up at this point, and pups are taking over the cleanup of this base, so really nice job with that. The final rage spell goes down on the queen in the core. She does some serious tanking of the Teslas, of the Expos, while the balloons move into place and take those out. So just a really, really nice job cleaning this up. We've got minions and pups, and then he saves 4 balloons. Check this out. 4 balloons saved. Couple come in. Where do they come in the last 2 here? I think he sends them from the bottom left. But 2 swag balloons, there they are, getting that cleanup done in a timely manner. Just a really, really, really strong attack from Lucas. Very, very nicely executed. Love the plan, man. Keep up the great work. All right, so let's look at one more, guys. This is going to be Tum Tum 61, taken on by Dan Howe. And Dan Howe is going to be bringing the little bit of HGHB, it looks like. And I really like this raid personally because Dan Howe showed up and basically called his shot. Like, what's up? I'm here. He did this while we were streaming and basically said he was here and he was going to get that 3-star. A little bit reminiscent of Matt Hasselbeck saying, we want the ball and we're going to score, except for it actually worked out this time. So those of you that are Seahawks fan might understand that reference. Otherwise, you'll think I'm crazy. Anyways, we've got the CC coming out to meet those Giants. Really like the rage spell here on the healers to keep them alive through the Queen, and also the Baby Dragon Valkyrie Barrage. That is a lot of splash damage and a lot of intense DPS coming in on those troops right away. So here comes the bowlers. We've got the Queen and the King heading into this base. Really nice job funneling. And look at this L-shaped compartment that's going to lead them straight to the center of this base. They are going to lose a few healers here because the 2 air defenses firing in. But honestly, the bowlers and the Giants have progressed way too far into this base for it to matter. We've got just a couple of hogs coming in from the top of the the screen, taking out a couple defenses here, but he's going to save the last 10 hogs for the King and the bowlers to progress into the final compartment here. He is going to have Teslas pop up, getting some key buildings taken care of, and we still have bowlers alive. The King pops his ability, and now we've got the Queen helping out, as well as hogs being trickled in as well. So bowlers doing their thing, taking out point defense, just absolutely beautiful. And we've got heal spell there to keep all those hogs back at full. And that Tesla goes down to keep those hogs out of that compartment. So really nice job with that. And then just one skinny path of buildings for those hoggies to kind of cruise their way down. 2 of them still remaining. Can send those at the Archer Tower at the very end of the ring here with 1 heal spell left remaining. Really nice job with that. And that is going to do it for this base. So Dan Howe getting the 3-star for the good guys. Loved the attack, man. I really liked the exploit of that L-shaped compartment to get those troops all the way to the center of the base, using only 1 wall being broken. So nice work on that, guys. Incredibly exciting a war. Hopefully all of you that watched it were enthralled in the excitement. I know WHF was on our side and PowerCoC was, from speaking to their leadership, they were on their side. So just really, really exciting stuff. 96.9% total destruction to 96.6% total destruction. Not our closest war. That belongs to Storm Factory still, 0.02% in that one. But this one, 0.3% total destruction separates the 2 clans. And that is going to do it for this particular recap, guys. So really, really enjoyed the war. Hopefully you guys have good luck moving down the road, but that's going to do it. This is Powerbang signing out till next time, guys. Take care.